everyone, and welcome. I am Laura, Army Wife, here in the great state of Texas. Welcome to today's reveal of what I got for Christmas, day 11. We have one more to go, folks. If you've been joining me since the very first gift reveal, I appreciate you for sticking around, and hopefully it's just been enjoyable. I've been doing my what I got for Christmas reveals a little bit differently. So truly, in the Christian faith, the first day of Christmas begins on December 26th, the day after Jesus was born, and it runs up until Epiphany, which is January 6th, which marks when the three wise men, otherwise known as Los Reyes Magos, arrive to give baby Jesus his gifts. And we celebrate that in the Latin culture as Dia de los Reyes, and we like to have a nice celebration. And so we are actually celebrating tomorrow with some wonderful friends of mine. They are sisters in Christ. I am in the glass slipper room, which is my guest room. My husband calls this the hotel room, but we have a special friend from Houston that comes up and stays with us, and we both have an appreciation and love for Disney. So this room, we nicknamed it that because of the color of the wall paint, because it is called glass slipper. So I have a lot of decorations in here from our recent Disney travels. So it actually smells divalicious in here. If you use the Diva laundry soap, honey, I was doing all of the linens and the curtains, so it smells really nice when you walk in. So this room is ready for her, but I am ready to reveal gift number 11, and this is the big one. So the last couple of gifts that I revealed, they were on a very beautiful Tiffany colored theme, and I said 2022 was gonna be me purchasing a watch. That's really what I wanted. I wasn't really focused on purchasing handbags. I said, I keep spending money on handbags rather than buying the watch I really want. But as we know, the watch market has been rather cuckoo, just like the housing market and just the prices of bags going up as well. So I pretty much spent the beginning of 2022 researching which watch that I wanted. I already have a ROLEX 26, and the Rolex market was very tight to obtain a watch. They were first come, first serve. You had to be on a waiting list, and you also, and just like the Hermes, you had to be in good with a sales associate. So I did put in a wish list of a few watches, and in October, my wish was granted. My SA called and said, we have one of your wish list items in, come take a look at it. So honey, I went the very next day after work to go and see this lovely piece. My wonderful new timepiece comes from the lovely store, from Lee Michaels. I've been working with my sales associate there for several years now. She actually used to work at Tiffany's, believe it or not, and she now moved over to the store, but they are an authorized Rolex dealer. So, are we ready? All right, comes in this box. You have a lovely crown here on the very top of the box, but the light is, I know it's washing it out, so I apologize for that. But the main thing is inside, right? We have, of course, the little tissue cover, the flap, and the lovely green box to reveal. This lovely beauty here. This is the Rolex Oyster Perpetual 31 millimeter in oyster steel with the turquoise blue face, also referred to as the Tiffany blue. So that's why I've been doing a lot of reveals leading up to this grand purchase investment that I made in 2022. This was my Christmas to me, love me. And 22 was the year I had told myself, Laurita, you need to finally invest in getting your watch. You've been putting it off. You've been buying handbags. All that money that's been put into handbags, you could have been putting it to your watch, because the prices keep increasing every year. And they just announced another Rolex price increase, so I'm glad I was able to get this one last year. Now, this one was offered to me back in October by my wonderful sales associate at Lee Michaels. I highly encourage you to visit your local authorized dealer. Find a sales associate that you can click with, that you can connect with, and get information from them, because your sales associate is going to give you a wealth of information, and they help me really do my research. In order to decide on which watch I wanted. This was a fun watch piece. My wish list included the Tiffany blue or the candy pink. And they just don't know what they're going to receive, when they're going to receive it. And it just so happened that my sales associate happened to receive this one. I had not previously purchased a Rolex watch with that particular store. I am a client and I have worked with my sales associate in purchasing other brands like jewelry. And she had invited me to a Constantino trunk show because she knows I love that designer and I love visiting them when they come into town. And I purchased a couple of items from them. And the next day she called and said, this watch just came in, come down and see it because this is on your wish list. And sure enough, I went. And I wanted either the 31 or the 34. I would be happy with either size. But the 31 is a nice in between because I already own a 26 with the diamond bezel and the mother of pearl face with diamonds. And it's got the Jubilee bracelet. I wanted something sportier, wanted more everyday, just fun. And the Tiffany blue color just coordinates with so many things in my wardrobe. I just absolutely love the color. It's nice and fresh. The watch comes with this nice little protective piece around the bezel, and it's nice and smooth, as you can see there. You have the markers that are going to glow in the dark. So you have those beautiful little markers there. I'm trying not to get so much of the reflection of the light, so I'm sorry, you guys. In the box, they will put your information where it's been registered to you, and my extra links are in here. And of course, the tag that was on the watch. This particular one, when I purchased it, was $5,400. So just in case you're wondering, because I know they had the recent price increase that they just announced a couple of days ago. You can always check out the site so you can get the information of what the current price is. But all of that information is tucked here in the very, very back. And the watch has the beautiful crown. As you can see right here, it's got the nice, smooth oyster steel bracelet. And this one, of course, because of it being very nice and smooth, it can show a little bit more of your scratches, but it's easier to maintain because if you get the two tones with the gold and you have to start to get them polished, you will end up losing gold from the band. So you're gonna end up losing money there. So that's why I wanted one that was more of like an everyday piece, something fun. And it just so happened that the turquoise one came in. The pink ones are still on my wish list just in case those ever do come in, and just in case those pieces ever do come in, and maybe hopefully I might get an offer, but I've already decided on which one I want to receive next for my 50th birthday year. And because we're in it, I went ahead and put it on so you can see it not upside down, but here it lays nicely. I have a 7-inch wrist, so I have, you know, a larger arm, larger wrist, but it does have a little bit of wiggle room. And I think it just is it's a beautiful, fresh color. My husband was commenting on it the other day because we were outside driving, and so the sun was hitting it, and just the face is actually beautiful in the sunlight. Sized with band, it's not too wide, so it's just absolutely perfect. It fits perfect on me. If you need some wiggle room, you can always pop this out and extend the bracelet just a little bit. But one thing that my sales associate mentioned, she said, you know, Rolex is very particular. She goes, so everything has to sound a certain way, the octave of how things sound when you're actually closing it. She goes, Rolex really works to make sure that the sound, the pitch is just right. So there's a lot of details that go into making this watch. But I'm so happy that I actually have a brand new piece, an everyday piece like this into my collection that I can wear, because my other one, I don't wear her as often because it's smaller, and I like more larger. I like my face to be a little bit larger on my watches, but I'm absolutely in love with this new piece. If you're in the market and you've been saving up for it and you want to treat yourself, you want to make that investment, I say go for it. The prices of the watches are going to continue to increase, just like the prices of the handbags are going to continue to increase. So if you are really considering adding one into your collection, I really say don't hesitate, meditate, and just do it. I would definitely be going to the store and and finally investing in that piece that you will actually get more cost per wear out of. If you're like me and you're wanting to invest in a luxury watch, I highly suggest that you consider doing that. Please visit your local authorized dealer so this way you can get to know them and they can help you determine which watch would be best suited for you. I ended up purchasing a Cartier watch at the very beginning of 2022, and I'm very happy that I added that one into my collection because I wanted to have a piece from that luxury house. And the Rolex market was very tight. And, you know, and the Rolexes are very limited. As we know, if you're in the market for them, there's just exhibition pieces in the store. And I went ahead and I put my name on the wish list until I could decide which one I truly wanted to invest in on a larger size model. The candy pink and the turquoise blue ones, I knew that I wanted these to be more of a fun, casual piece because of the band that they were on. So I highly encourage you, if you are considering to make an investment in a luxury watch, you buy it how you want it. Save the money for it and make sure that you order it specifically how you want it, because if you alter it in any way after you have made that purchase and it's been made, it will void the warranty and you can lose the value of the watch if you've changed it, because the watches have a number. It's registered to you just like a vehicle that has a VIN number, and that VIN number says exactly how that vehicle was made, all the bells and whistles that it came with. That's exactly how the Rolex watches are. And if you alter it and you start to change the bezel, you start to change the face, the value is not going to be there anymore because now you've changed it and it's not original. If Rolex would have to be the one to upgrade it, and from what I was told, they will give you the opportunity. So like if you send it in for maintenance, they will tell you, okay, certain watches, they will tell you, all right, do you want to go ahead and upgrade your face? Do you want to upgrade your bezel? You can, but it must be done by Rolex, not by anybody else. And that's just the information that I was given. So I would highly recommend that if you are considering purchasing one, save the money to where you order the one how you want it. And me sharing what I've learned about buying luxury watches like the Cartier and the Rolex, please let me know. I will be more than happy to share that with you because it is an investment and it would be very beneficial to have that knowledge before you make an investment in a luxury timepiece. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I'm so glad you spent a few minutes of your day with me and sharing what gift number 11 was for the holiday season and what I got for Christmas 2022. Be sure to come back so you can watch the final reveal because it is Dia de los Reyes tomorrow and my guest is coming, so I got to get the house ready for our party tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. To all our military men and women serving and defending our country around the world, I thank you for your service. Hasta luego, amigos. We'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.